What it do, man? Welcome back to FTBL Transfer Talk, where we break down transfer rumors, rate them, see how realistic they are, and then give an alternative club to the player or an alternative player to a club. So let's get into it. Dembele to Tottenham is probably the hottest rumor, maybe the hottest rumor, maybe not, because of how realistic it is. I don't know. He's available on a free transfer next summer. His contract runs out at Barcelona. Barcelona bought him for over 100 million euros, which is insane from Dortmund. And I just have two questions about this transfer and about Dembele in general. How much would he cost? And I'm not talking about the transfer fee. Obviously, it's on a free transfer, but wages. Barcelona apparently are trying to give him a new contract one last time. He's rejected offers from them in the past. He needs to play, because that's the other question I have is injuries. And the Premier League is the most physical league in the world. So I am a bit cautious about that. But he's had 13 injuries since he got to Barcelona, and he only had one minor injury before that. So it could just be a Barcelona thing. Who knows? But if I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to actually give it like a 6 or a 7. At first, I was a bit hesitant, but I could see him just fit into kind of the Lucas Moura role, playing off the right in a 3-4-3 next to Harry Kane and Son. I could see him fit there. But my alternative is kind of juicy, all right? I'm going to shout out Borussia Dortmund. Go back to Borussia Dortmund. They lost Jadon Sancho last summer. That is actually kind of like a realistic option in my head. Like, he could go back to Dortmund, find his old form potentially. Who knows? Now, the next one is Cavani to Barcelona. His contract does expire at Manchester United. And if you know me, at this point, you know I really rate Cavani very highly. He's 34 years old, but he still scores loads of goals. An insane finisher. I love his mentality. I kind of think going to Barcelona is somewhat realistic because, unfortunately, for Barca and for Aguero, they lost Aguero due to heart complications. So he retired, actually, which is very sad. But I think he would be an upgrade on Luke de Jong as well. I think it's a short-term fix, but they need to be creative in the transfer market. As Xavi has said in the past, he is a free agent. I could see them go to Barcelona. I would give this a realistic rating of, I honestly think, a 6 out of 10. I could see it happen. My alternative, though, similar to Dembele, go back to his old club at Napoli. They need some depth. They're competing for the title, although I don't think they're going to win it. But, hey, could be a shout. And players last a little longer in Serie A. Makes sense to me. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's being linked to various clubs. He's being linked to Arsenal specifically. He's 24 years old. He's tall. He's very strong. It makes sense to me in terms of the profile Arsenal are looking for and the profiles they have been going after in the past window. He's young. He's English. His mentality is there. He's very strong mentally. And it kind of makes sense in terms of that, like the younger player they've been going after, but also the type of striker he is. They've been looking for a striker who's very dominant in the air. He's been averaging 4.5 aerial duels per 90 minutes, which puts him in the 90th percentile among other strikers. Like, he's very good in the air. But I have one question, like, does he deserve to go to Arsenal at this point of his career? Does he deserve to go to a top club? What has he done at Everton? This year, he has 3 goals in 3 games. He has struggled for injury. But over the past kind of 2 years or so, he's had 29 goals in the Premier League, which is decent. But my concern is just staying fit, and he hasn't had a season where he scored over 20 goals. I think it's natural that he's being linked to top clubs, but is he ready yet? I'm still unsure. I would say maybe staying at Everton would be the best for him and just getting another full season at Everton. I think the links to Arsenal and other clubs are a bit early, but he is a top striker. My other thing is, when you look at his advanced stats, some of them are quite poor, to be honest. He's in a 10th percentile for dribbles completed. He's in a 19th percentile for progressive carries. He only completes about 68% of his passes. Some of the more technical aspects to his game, according to the advanced stats, can improve. And that's kind of what I'm not necessarily concerned about. Just an area for him to improve if he wants to get to a top club. Now, if I have to give an alternative, it's interesting, okay? There is a new manager at a top club in England who likes young, energetic players. Now, it comes back to the same thing about Arsenal if he's fit for a top club. Say he is fit for a top club. I like the links to Manchester United for just Ralf Rangnick goes after those types of players. Players who are physically there energetic. I could see him going to United for everything I just mentioned, but in terms of if he's ready for a top club yet, I'm not sure. So that's the only thing that holds me back. But he reminds me of like a Poulsen type of player, man. I would give Manchester United as my alternative. The other one might be West Ham, similar to Antonio, but somewhat of a sidestep to Everton. I mean, West Ham are doing better than Everton at the moment, but... Anyways, I've been your boy Kid Pesh. This is FTBL Transfer Talk. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below where you think Calvert-Lewin might end up. Do you think he'd be fit for Manchester United? Do you think he would ever be fit for Manchester United? Maybe not right now, but let me know if you agree with me. All right, I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.